according to Israeli officials citing the army radio, says there is a ceasefire in Lebanon. The confirmation from the senior US official headline earlier is, again, this is from Israeli army radio, saying that there is a ceasefire in Lebanon. Of course, just a reminder for users, it is a US market holiday today, so exchanges are closed. The futures market closes early today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. This is in observance of Juneteenth. So a senior Israeli official now says that we are in a ceasefire, but if Hezbollah does not attack us, then we are not in wartime. So it says we are keeping our forces in southern Lebanon.
Mm.
So now we've got Axios reporting the same thing, that Israel's PM Netanyahu has agreed to renew the ceasefire in Lebanon. So again, we've heard this from a senior US official, Israeli radio, as well as an Israeli official as well.
Mm. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, I had the same thing kind of happen to me too. What a short.
US CENTCOM say that more than 20 vessels used the Omani Hormuz route overnight, and that US forces will continue to operate in the Hormuz area. So traders lift their Fed rate bets, fully pricing in 25 basis point hike by September.
So they are talking about raising rates. For what you count, Alfred? I mean, I know the stock market's closed and all. I get that, but damn, are they really going to chop the market in this? I guess we did have a big a big range, or not a big range, a big move overnight. Did have a big move overnight. Oh, top step. I might just start trading ES in my top step accounts because I really don't see a point in I might just set limits on ES on my top step account because honestly, I don't really like trading on it. For whatever reason, I just don't like it. I mean, I'm not necessarily trading on TradingView either. My executions are showing up on TradingView, but I'm trading on NinjaTrader 8. Just a lack of certain functionality like a trailing stop after price reaches a certain area. I mean, that's Hey, what's up, Debt Wolf? Are you looking for the short? You know, I tried shorting this thing earlier, and you already know it failed. So now I'm just going long. We just know that the shorts is going to fail. They always do. Even in a bearish market, the shorts fail. I told you the bears would fail. Yes. Yes, you did. I mean, at the Nasdaq is struggling to kind of push higher here. There's little momentum in the market right now. I mean, actually, that's interesting. There's almost 700K, 670,000 contracts being transacted right now on the Nasdaq. It's crazy that it's slow like this. Well, I guess that's kind of light again for the Nasdaq at this time. It is kind of light. I don't expect this thing to drop on low liquidity. I do expect this thing to grind higher. You think so? You think we drop on Sunday night? Yeah, I think so too, right, kid? That's my fault. That's my fault. Yeah, that's true. We do have a peace deal, but our partners need to also agree to it as well. We're talking about Israel. They're already talking about Israel's not wanting to accept
So Iran's
peace
foreign
deal.
ministry says that the Friday Switzerland meeting has been postponed. Plans are underway for meeting in the coming days, though. So just to remind people, the reason for the original visit to Switzerland from the Iranian delegation as well as the US delegation was to sign the deal, which ended up being signed earlier than anticipated. So the reason for the meeting in Switzerland is no longer valid.
I added 2 contracts to this.
So Iran's foreign ministry says that talks on the final agreement depend on start and continued implementation of specified terms of the MOU with the US.
Hopefully that can translate to everybody. We can start making some money. Maybe the markets will start moving again regularly instead of all this BS.
Again, Iran's foreign ministry just confirming what was said earlier. The MOU with the US on ending the war was signed digitally, so making the Friday Switzerland visit no longer urgent.
I mean, at this point, why is any? I mean, if it's being done in person, that means that the 2 people negotiating the deal probably has a really great relationship, because you really don't need to do anything in person nowadays. Everything can be sent and done electronically now over the wire. The ES is just pathetic. I'm looking at the ES right now. The ES is just pathetic. It's pathetic, man. It is pathetic. This price action is literally for birds. It's pathetic price action. But like I said, I will be setting limits on ES for my top step accounts because it's a challenge to trade the Nasdaq on that account for whatever reason. All right, so let me readjust my stops. I don't want to lose all this money. I mean, I had a good entry. I scaled into it again. What time is it? Oh, 9:01. All right, Ninja Trader. Okay. I mean, this whole, I'm trying to snap my stops together and it's giving me a hard time about that. Okay. It looks like it wants to come from my stop yet again. Looks like it wants to come from my stop. Okay. All right, let's see what it does here. I like to thank the Nasdaq for showing my position mercy. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta get my. You said that yeah, this shit is dead. Make sure. Yeah, I won't. I won't. This will be my only position. If this doesn't work out the way that I expect it to, then I'll move on. I'll move on. I mean, shit, basically, I won't have any choice. I just have to come back and get it on Monday. Ah, shit, man. So the high of that candle is 6, 7 to 825. And the low of this candle is 633.75. Okay. Still got that order block from last night that the market's reacting to. They lined it up perfectly with the 50% of the orb. I mean, I think it's highly unlikely that we get a orb breakout here. It's probably unlikely. That does look like manipulation at the shit. Damn. I'm not shorting this though, but that does look like a potential short though. I'm not gonna lie. It does look like a short. I just don't trust it, unfortunately. Shit. Okay. Well, this is what I'll do. I just readjust my stop here. I just don't know where I should readjust my stop to. All right, so the 50% of that orb is at 5. Shit. If I put it at right here, that'll put it right at the orb. Then 50% of the orb. And the market is highly likely to come back there. Because it already bounced at the 50% of the orb. It touched the high. That does look like a short though. I just don't trust it. Even though it's showing me that it's a short, I just don't trust it. I mean, if it can hold the 50% of that orb, that would be nice, actually. You short it to the middle of the orb. Nice. I mean, this is standard right here. You got a sweep of liquidity above. Established structure. So you got a sweep above structure here. You got to break right back down into it. Pulls back, fails to take out the high, drop. I mean, it was a classic short. I just didn't want to. I didn't trust it. Yeah, it does seem like that kind of day where the market probably wants to stay in this range right here, the opening range. But ES is looking pretty strong in terms of it bounced. And now we're seeing at least the ES still grinding its way higher here. Because the ES already took out the orb low. Its orb low. ES already took out its orb low, and then they failed at the bottom of it.
Macron on EU budget says we want that this budget responds to challenges of sovereignty and security of Europeans.
Yeah, that does look like I probably have to cut. I'm gonna have to cut this position, or take the loss. Either way, I have to get out of this position. I don't think the market is gonna go any higher from here. Because that's looking, like I said, it took the liquidity above this structure. It failed back into it. It rejected at the highs. Man, damn it. Okay. Damn, I didn't know I lost that much money in this account. Damn.
Germany Chancellor Merz on China says there are distortions that we can't accept.
Surely the Nasdaq didn't just stop me out just to take out the highs. Surely she didn't do that. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to probably have to accept what happened here, because I don't think the market is going to make it easy. That is insane. That is insane, man. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. That's insanity right there. That is insane. Oh my God. Nice.
Iran's foreign ministry say inspections at facilities including Bashir are to continue, and the resumption of the IAEA access to some attacked sites depends on negotiations.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty, dude. Dude. I mean, Nasdaq, if it was like that, I mean, damn.
Connection lost.
Damn, dude. Yeah, the Nasdaq is really good at that bullshit, man. The Nasdaq is pretty good at that BS, man. I almost went to ES and went full port. Okay. Fuck it, man. All right. Should I not do it? Fuck it. Saying that, but yeah, I'm depending on ES. I already know I'm depending on ES to full port. And all right, I guess the smart thing to do would be just to hop into a practice account for the rest of the session. That'll be the smart thing to do. The most logical thing to do. Because I don't think the market's going to do anything. The market's just going to chop around here. I don't think it's going to do anything. I'm depending on the ES to do something nice here for me. The freaking ES. Well, yeah. Oh no, when you said, okay, you're talking to Alfred, okay. Okay. All right, Nasdaq and ES. I see the game y'all guys are playing. All right, I see the game y'all guys are playing. All right, this will be my last trade. I'll close out. I had to come back on Sunday with this account then. Try to get this money back. See what kind of game y'all playing. This BS game y'all guys are playing. Yeah, I'm going to go to my practice account as well. If ES isn't going to be nice to me here, I'll just go to my practice account because I lost way too much money. And it all started with ES too. It all started with ES. I was trying to get a quick buck off of ES, and then it went in the opposite direction. And the market is just not moving. I almost recovered from it with that pump with the Nasdaq, but it dropped, and then I just didn't trust the price action. It was right there in front of me. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I mean, if you got in at the high of this orb and then went to the middle, 78. Oh, that was only like a 20-something point move. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Okay. The initial balance is in. Or we got a minute to it. Shit, I hate anything that disrupts the market. It's like, do this type of shit on the weekend. Like, there's no reason to be doing this shit on a weekday. Everybody enjoys being in the market. We don't want to take a holiday from making money. We don't want a holiday. Do this shit over the weekend. You think so? Hope so. Hope so. That's what makes trading the ES tough, because you have to make tough decisions in the moment. You just don't know if ES is going to follow through fully for you here. Yeah. All right. Nice. Takes 5 hours to move down. It takes a second for it to pop right back up to the break even. Takes a second for it to pop right back up to the break even. I mean, is it so hard to give me just a few points? That's all I'm asking for, is just a few points. That's it. I'm trading in the direction that you're already going in. I mean, can I just get a few points, ES? I'm counting on you. Just a few points. Wow, honestly, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. I'm just now realizing that. Yes. Nah, you're right. You're right, Santiago. But you know we gotta try. We gotta try. We gotta try to make money. Ah, shit, man. Fuck you, ES. My God. Okay. All right. So, I mean, if this position stops me out, then, wow. Wow. Ah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not probably gonna get what I want here. If ES can take out the ore pie and push above it, I should be good. Think we can get like a quick short squeeze, or yeah, short squeeze higher. If it can take out that freaking high without being nasty. God damn it, ES. All right. All right. Okay, so this time for sure, I'm going into the practice account after this, because that means I would take a big loss on this account on a day where the market, honestly, I don't even know why I even traded this account today. I told myself I wasn't going to do it, but I convinced myself to do it anyway, because I thought to myself, it would just be an extra day, man. That's just one less day that you have to trade. Just get the minimum amount that you need and blah, 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 blah. And that's just how that voice just gets you. It just convinces you to get into the market when you know you're not supposed to. And I guess it did give me 2 opportunities. I mean, yeah, some firms do have a, you do have to take like at least 1 trade per week rule, or they will close down your account. I'm not sure, because this is my Tradify account. I'm not sure if Tradify does, but I mean, I did trade in this account this week, so I wasn't in danger of not taking that minimum trade this week. But I just wanted to, I was just so close. So I was so close to the goal. I just wanted to get at least $1,000 so it can just be one step closer. Come on, ES, run the orb high. Run the orb high. Because I doubt a real breakout happens today. But if he can just get like a pop above that high, I'll accept that. And I really don't. I mean, the ES could potentially go to 68. We just don't know if it's going to do it this session or if it's going to come back on Sunday and do it. Yeah, Top Step is pretty good with that. We're letting you kind of do what you kind of want in the account. Like if you want to take a month off, they won't punish you for it. I don't know why they have an inactivity rule. I don't understand why they would have something like that, or why any firm would have something like that. But And I mean, if you haven't placed a trade in like 2 or 3 months, I can understand that. But like a weekly rule. All right, we're seeing that breakout out of that the orb for the ES, and we also seen it for the Nasdaq as well. All right, fine. You know what? I can accept it. I can accept minus $300 a day. I can accept that. I can accept that. Come on, Sherm. Accept it. Accept it, Sherm. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. Come on, Sherm. Come on, Sherm. Accept it. Accept it. Please. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. And if I stayed in that ES trade, I would have made some more money. But I didn't want to chance it. I got back half of the I shouldn't have lost it I shouldn't have lost that much money in the first place, but I mean, what's the likelihood that they break out from these they break out from the orb? It's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely to see a breakout here. Shit. God damn it. This kid. Hmm. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to give it too much. I'm not going to give it too much to pop up and take away the money that I had to kind of full port to get back. Says the Nasdaq. She said she ain't gonna give it back to me easy. She ain't gonna give it back to me easy. She ain't gonna give it back to me easy. Mm-hmm. No, that means the ES would have. Oh no. ES. Now, Sherm, if you do this, Sherm, if you do it, you do this. Okay. All right. Now I'm just gonna cancel this order. Man, I gotta do this, man. You got the account back. I mean, you could have been down 1,100. You're leaving the day only down 5. You're only leaving down 5. Come on, Sherm. Come on, Sherm. Don't do this, Sherm. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my God. I'm literally fighting with myself right now. Literally. Okay. Obviously, the market wants to. Okay. I'm shutting this down. I'm gonna shut it down. No way. No way, dude. No way. No way, he didn't. No way. No way. Damn, it didn't even fill that order. Like, God damn, Nasdaq, come on. You don't gotta do this. You don't have to be like this. Like, seriously. and just tap the initial balance high. I'm not playing with this, with the Nasdaq and this low liquidity. I'm not playing with it. And of course, if I stayed in my ES position, all right, it's fine. I already cut it. I don't need to complain about it. Just focus on what I'm doing right now. Let's focus on this. But what I will say is, I mean, I shouldn't have lost it anyway, but we lost it. Was down about $1,100-$1,200, and just taking a lot more risk than I normally would take. Was able to get back over what, $800 in the account. So now we're only down about $400. I can come back from a $400 loss. I can handle that. And that shit, y'all know how that shit go. Y'all know how this is like equivalent to the slot machine. All right, so we're at that initial balance high.
Raises Southern oil
Probably
field
take off
production
one
by
more right there.
250,000 barrels per day to around 1.75 million barrels per day. This is according to two oil officials.
We're at that orb high, so trying to take off as much profits at that high as possible to get as much money as possible. I'm not moving my stop. I didn't make too much money, but just imagine, dude, like this never would have happened if the Nasdaq never came back and stopped me out at these lows, man. She didn't come back and stop me out at these lows. I wouldn't have been stopped out. As crazy as that sounds, I would have, if I didn't add to the position and I didn't have to readjust. And I didn't have to readjust my stop, I would have not gotten stopped out. My stop was down here at 42. My entry was around 67 or something like that. I think I would just be, no, I wouldn't. All right, man. All right. I'm gonna shut down this connection. I'm gonna shut it down. Gonna shut it down, and because I'm only down 500, or yeah, I'm only down 500. That's not bad. Let me get into the practice account. It's not bad, man. Looks like price is coming back up to that trend line that we drawn last night. I keep switching back to the ES like the ES owes me something. Like the ES owes me something. I keep switching back. I think I'm gonna have to create that contract with myself because, yeah, probably gonna have to create that contract with myself. Mm. Mm.
The IDF report the identification of 2 suspicious aerial targets.
Damn, ES, you couldn't do that for me when I was in that long. Man, ES, man, you fucking suck, man. Fucking ES, you couldn't have done that for me when I was in it. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I was damn near. I was in
The
5
IDF now
ES
saying the incident has
contracts.
ended with no unusual findings or injuries.
I was in 5 ES contracts. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. There's not enough liquidity in the market for it to really sell off. Enough to be probably annoying. I doubt we see a sell-off. We probably have to wait until market open on Sunday, or we have to probably wait until well, I guess I should call it the Sunday open and then the New York open. We'll see what happens when people get back to their desk. Because I mean, we see this often. We see the grind, the holiday grind, and then the following session it dumps. See, just like Oof. Mm. Oof. Oh yeah, we finally did take it though. We took it yesterday. We took the high, and then we took the low. Hmm. You know what, Nasdaq? You know what, Nasdaq? Damn it. All right, man. I can't do that though. I can't do that. Just accept a loss, man. Just accept it. Just accept the loss, man. Just accept it. Mm. Just accept the loss. We can't go out like that, man. That's so interesting because this is exactly where I want to kind of get short. I mean, we do have, man, I'm gonna try it, man. I'm trying it. I don't want to get into 4 contracts. That's I don't want.
Use Costa on trade imbalance says until now China didn't deliver.
I mean, I doubt it though. I doubt it. 62. 62.75. Let's see if we can kind of get a move back down to the initial balance without it being nasty. the initial balance high, because it just tapped the I guess what is that, the standard deviation. I think this how this one is measured is it's like half. So it's like it's half. So it's this measured up. So yeah, so I think that's how they're measuring it. Yeah. Man, I should have went like 4 or 5 contracts with this. It was like a really tight stop. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty it's a lot of willpower for sure. It is a lot of willpower, but the one thing that I've noticed about the ES versus the Nasdaq, it will create these imbalances, but unlike the Nasdaq, it will trade right through it. Like it's not even there. The Nasdaq will kind of react at an imbalance like that. The ES is like, nah, we ain't about imbalances over here. And would I be greedy if I try to get some more out of this? I'm trying to get some more out of that. I mean, we can come back from a $200 loss. I mean, a $200 loss is nothing. Would I be greedy if I don't take profits, some of this off? Man, I hate this right here, man. I hate that. Hopefully the market would just trade through it so I don't have to make a tough decision here. Okay. Oh, I'm up $225. Kind of had a feeling that it's gonna want to try to hold at that 50 EMA. Let me look at the 5-minute real quick. Let me see if that's like the 21. Shit, the 21 is all the way down here on the 5-minute though. I think 5-minute.
Hayom News, the Lebanese channel Al Jadid reported on a phone call that they expected to take place, or it reported on a phone call which is expected to take place between the US Secretary of State Rubio and Lebanese President Aoun. According to the report, the call will focus on establishing a ceasefire, a plan to disarm Hezbollah, and a plan to assist the Lebanese army, and preparations for Aoun's visit to Washington.
Look at the 15-minute. I mean, the only thing that's holding this up is the EMAs on the 1 minute right now. That's the only thing that's holding it up. But everything else is saying that we should see a pullback, but I mean, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to do it in this session. And then the ES is literally just hovering. It says, do you want to take this or not? You want this or not? He said, either you want it or you don't. It's either you want it or you don't. Oh, man. Either you want it or you don't. All right, so we're seeing some motion. Oh shit. Oh, damn. I don't like that. It looks like it's trying to pin bar right there. It looks like it's trying to. I'll just have faith in it, man. Just have faith. And that the ES will do me right here. Right back to that initial balance high. I mean, we do have a potential liquidity sweep right here. We got liquidity underneath this low. We have liquidity underneath the initial balance high. We have a couple of imbalances right here. The ES was like, either you want it or you don't. You want it or you don't. Well, I mean, I can't let this thing come all the way back to my break even. Can't let it do that. Man. So now I gotta make a tough decision here. I make a tough decision. That's only 1 point. Mm-hmm. What's the high of that candle? The high of that candle is 65.25. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right, that's what I like to see right there, baby. We can possibly get a profit target here. We can probably get a. All right, so it touched that initial balance high. Touched the initial balance high. Damn. Okay. All right, it touched the initial balance high. I can't play around with this because it could just pop right back up. Okay. All right. Now we're down to 215. That not only is that the initial balance high, that's also the orb high as well. All right, good thing I got out of that. Should I push my luck here? Should I push my luck? The bounce at the orb high? Should I push my luck here? What's that, 64? Okay. All right, so good thing I got out of that move. Good thing I got out of that move. Good thing I trusted the structure here. All right. The hell is that? Okay. I got in at 65. I'm only going to risk 1 point on this. Only risking 1 point. Honestly, I probably only want to risk a couple of ticks actually. The hell? That's 65. All right, so I'll point in a tick. Dang, it actually came back and they sold it from that that imbalance right there, that bearish imbalance. Came back to the middle. So far, this is where the market rejected at. Anybody that was short that didn't take profits at that orb initial balance high is feeling the pain right now. They're feeling the pain right now. Come on, ES. Don't do this. ES, don't do this. Don't do this, ES. I had a feeling I probably should have moved it down here. Don't do that, ES. Keep on pushing. We're almost at the goal. The job is almost finished here. Don't do that, ES. Don't do it. Don't do it. The job is almost finished. Let's finish this job before we start thinking about rejecting to the downside. Let's finish this job.
U.S. Interior Secretary Bergen says expected to travel to London. So that's U.S. Interior Secretary Burnham, excuse me. Expected to travel to London on Monday to meet with MPs. Excuse me, this is not US, that's UK's runner, Burnham, expected to travel to London.
My God. My God. Wow. 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 Okay. Wow. That wick happened on my Ninja Trader charts as well. So, wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Piece by The Guardian related to this is on the feed for those interested.
Wow.
Senior Labour sources said that they believed that if the Prime Minister did not resign over the weekend or indicate that he would allow a transition to a new leader, then there would be an intervention at Tuesday's cabinet meeting.
Wow. All right. Okay. Okay. It was $200 away from break even. $200 away from break even. Actually, $50 away from break even. Now I'm about to be right back where I freaking started, dude. That's fucking crazy. That is insane. That is insane. Okay. I'm literally back where I started at. All right, guys. That's gonna be it for me today. I do appreciate everybody that joined me today. We'll definitely come back on Sunday night, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody, and keep on jabbing.